So recently I had a problem opening my Sentry safe. It's the kind of safe that has both a digital and a mechanical lock. And so in the interest of sharing with other people how I got this open and what I'm going to do about it, I thought I'd make this video. So on the web they talk about getting this thing open in the first place, which required the use of a rubber mallet and several hits above and beyond this area in here. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but after a few of those, it did finally give up, although I think it's more that I hit this here a couple of times, and you'll understand why in just a couple of minutes. Anyway, so let's open this up, kind of talk about what it looks like. Basically what you've got here is a pretty simple mechanism. Once you take the plastic back off, which by the way can only be done when the handle's pushed down so these are in, you'll see that there are some things here that snap off a little bit, but again, not a big deal. So this is the guts of the system. So basically the way this thing works is very, very simple. When you push the door handle down, these 4 bolts move out of the way. You can see this is what it normally looks like locked. When you push that down, it moves. So far, so good, so simple. The issue comes, and the reason I'm fixing this today, is that you've got pieces that move in here that may or may not move. Now, when the safe is open, it's locked open like this, but when you close it, there's a piece of plastic right here that bumps against this wall, and when that pushes, there's a wedge here. That wedge pushes this out, causing these 4 things to insert themselves in the appropriate hole. Couple things before I forget. There's some dust on the inside of this safe right now. It's coming from here. It's not going to hurt you, but it's made out of concrete and some other chemicals that are there to help in the case of a fire. But the big issue is right here. This is called a solenoid, and the bottom line is that this solenoid has failed. I'm told on the web they're about $50, which is ridiculous. Solenoids for my sprinkler system cost about $6, so I'm not sure why that is, but basically what happens is when you energize on the outside, this pin pops out. There's some plastic here that's been broken off, so I've thrown it away, but this sliding piece is blocked right here, and that prevents the safe from opening up. Really, really simple. That's the digital portion. Down here you've got a very nondescript piece of plastic that just you don't understand until you look at it, but basically that's a pin that is driven by this, which is this safe part that is still mechanical. So bottom line is you can not open this because of a safe key or because of the solenoid. Those are the 2 ways that it's locked. In my particular case, I have the keys. The safe is unlocked, but it still wouldn't open, and that's because this pin was energized out, meaning it was blocked right here. So through some pretty visual or visceral smashing, I got it open. And now what I'm left with is a decision. How am I going to make sure this doesn't come back out again? And it's a very simple decision for me. I'm going to cut these wires, unscrew this, drop this solenoid out, and that will make it no longer usable as an electronic safe. But the nice thing about it is it really doesn't affect its usefulness. So I'll show you again. This is what happens when you close the door. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend like the door is closed and unlock this safe, pressing the doors down, close it up, lock it. Now none of this works. This faceplate comes off, and that's where your batteries and things are at, but again, I'm going to make none of that useful anymore. Bottom line is as long as you've got your keys and it's in and to the right, you can unlock your safe. And so you've got all the usefulness of your safe, you just don't have the digital anymore, but you can still lock it by pushing that in. Nobody can get into your safe. You go back to this, press it down, and you're back in. So the safe will work as it always has, you just can't lose the key. Hope that helps.